Thanks for joining us here on NewsNation Rush Hour. I'm Nichole Berlie, and we begin this half hour with the war in Ukraine. Today, one of the deadliest battles in the conflict has ended. Hundreds of Ukrainian fighters who were defending a steel plant surrendered to Russian forces. Ukraine estimates 20,000 civilians have been killed during the assault on that city. Now, back here in the U.S., today we learned the Air Force has successfully carried out a test of its hypersonic missile over the weekend. Now, that weapon traveled at 5 times the speed of sound. Correspondent Kelly Beeson is here in our Chicago newsroom. Kelly, what does this mean as the conflict rages in Russia?
Well, you could think of this as a new arms race, Nichole. Russia's deployment of hypersonic missiles in Ukraine could be the first time in the world these missiles have ever been used on the battlefield. Now, on the American side, just this week, as you mentioned, the U.S. Air Force said it had conducted a successful test of a hypersonic weapon as well. And that test happening Saturday off the coast of Southern California. These hypersonic weapons move 5 times faster than the speed of sound, and their speed and maneuverability make them difficult to track and intercept. So far, the U.S., Russia, and China have been developing these capabilities. So what does that mean for the arms race? And is the U.S. falling behind? A professor of international affairs we spoke with says the U.S. is leading the charge in hypersonics in one sense.
It's ahead of the pack in terms of the wide range of technologies being developed in the hypersonic program. It's slightly behind Russia in actually fielding them, but that does not really matter in terms of battlefield effectiveness.
Now, most military analysts say China and Russia have distinctly aggressive intentions. Their objectives require dominating their neighbors and ensuring that the U.S. encounters significant obstacles in conducting a counterattack. On the U.S., on the other hand, must be able to deter at all levels of war and all levels of escalation. Hypersonics are only one, albeit a critical part of a broader American strategy, Nichole.
Yeah, one part of that strategy. Kelly, thank you. Thank you for watching. Click the red subscribe button below so you can get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.